St. Francis Xavier is regarded as a great missionary priest, and he's kind of a personal hero of mine. There's this great story regarding him where he was on a ship seeking passage, and there was this other young man that came aboard with him who was sort of a walking scandal. He was regarded as a pretty immoral guy. You know, he was always drinking in excess. He was gambling. He was cursing. He's kind of a real soldier of fortune type. And Francis Xavier, as he saw him, he was moved with pity for him. And so he began to pray for him and fast for him. And he sort of made a resolution to be with him throughout the voyage. And so as this man would be eating, Francis Xavier would eat with him. You know, as this man would even be gambling, Francis Xavier would be next to him, and he would rejoice in his victories and he would lament the losses. He was becoming a good friend to this man. And I guess a little ways on their voyage, this man started to recognize, like, why is he hanging out with me? That's kind of odd. And so Francis Xavier finally found an opening, and he asked him, you know, when was the last time that you went to reconciliation? And the man confessed something like 18 years. It was a very long time. And Francis Xavier said, if you desire to receive God's mercy, which is for you, I will split the penance with you. In fact, I will do the lion's share, because you need to know that the Lord's mercy is for you and that it's enough for you. And so as they made dock somewhere, they docked at a harbor somewhere, Francis Xavier and this man went ashore first, and they found this little grove where he heard his confession. And it's said that his penance was something only like one Our Father and one Hail Mary. It was very simple. And the rest Francis Xavier took upon himself. This man kind of went on his way, probably a bit confused for a while, but the story goes that eventually he would end up having deeper and deeper conversions, and he joined a religious order and became a model of penitence and fasting for conversion. You can see the effect that St. Francis Xavier had on this man, the deeper desires that he now had, where before he was just looking for a good time. He just wanted to hang out with his buddies, you know, maybe drink a little bit too much, play a little bit too much, do whatever. Now all of a sudden, he was, as a companion of Christ, there to dare to save 1,000 souls, just like Francis Xavier. And so I think today there's a challenge extended to us and an invitation extended to us to share in that desire, to dare to save 1,000 souls. Francis Xavier is regarded as a great missionary, as I said, but he's also regarded as one who baptized hundreds of thousands of people. In fact, we actually saved just his arm separate from his body as a relic, because, you know, that's how he would have baptized all of these people. In his letters, he shares stories with St. Ignatius about how he was, you know, losing his voice and how he was physically failing, like his body was failing him because he was baptizing too many people in a day to handle it. That's the kind of zeal that he had. He was the great missionary to India, and he had a desire to go to China, and he died before he could. But think of the thousands, hundreds of thousands of souls that found salvation in Jesus Christ because of the witness and the work of St. Francis Xavier. May we share in that zeal for souls. May we share in the thirst of Christ crucified and the joy of Christ resurrected, and dare to save 1,000 souls. God bless you.